All good. Okay. Welcome to yoga on Wednesday from home or wherever you are, from my home. New spot tonight. I realized that as the sun moves, 7 o'clock doesn't move, and the window behind me was beautiful, but I can't really see myself, so I think this might be better. Let me know. But welcome again. So here we are, and I realized today was a little different for me, super busy, and I didn't have my routine right before my yoga. I didn't get to do all the things I like to do, and it made me feel anxious, and a lot of things make me feel anxious when they don't go the way I expect. And I wonder if any of you feel that way too. But I also noticed that as I was anxious about not having a routine, that what I was really anxious about was anticipating this moment. So what I was really anxious about wasn't even happening. It wasn't even here yet. It wasn't in this moment. It was for later. And I realized in feeling that anxiousness, that anticipatory wonder, that right here, even without my routine, that I was okay. So maybe today, or tomorrow, or whenever you feel anxious, consider if that's actually what's happening right now, or if you can save that for later. And so here we are in yoga, and we practice all of these same ideas. We practice arriving here by noticing our bodies in our physical practice, our asana practice, which is what we do tonight. And so maybe we start with that awareness by just sitting right on the floor. Either cross-legged in Sukhasana, easy pose, or maybe your legs are out long today. Maybe you're sitting up on a block. Whatever feels right in your body. Option to gently close the eyes, to limit those distractions, the elsewhere. Give yourself that extra help to arrive right here. So for some of us, that feeling starts in our toes, our feet, the weight that pushes into the mat. Maybe you're still moving and figuring out where that comfortable spot is. Give yourself time to arrive in any place today, any posture. Because everything today is only a suggestion. We are all here for our own reasons, and we'll arrive where we need to be at our own pace. So from here, you might already be craving movement, but be grateful to yourself for the few bits of stillness we've found in this moment. For me, it feels great to inhale the shoulders up towards the ears and exhale, roll them down the back. Maybe that feels good for you too. If you'd like to do it together, inhale, the shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down the back. Maybe those shoulder blades kiss together. We inhale, shoulders up. Last time. And exhale, lower. down the back. Notice already if anything has changed. Maybe the spine feels longer. Maybe your seat feels stronger, more connected to right now. In this body, in this moment. We welcome our breath into our body by inhaling deeply into the belly and filling up the chest last. We exhale with the same care, long and strong. 2 more big rounds of your breath. Inhale into the belly, into the chest. Exhale long and strong. Last breath, be here. Exhale. Welcome to yoga. Maybe with the eyes gently closed here and just practicing listening if you'd like. Inhale to take the arms out to the sides, then reach up all the way up to the sky. We'll exhale to gently fall over to the left side. The left hand comes down to the mat. The right hand reaches over the top. We inhale to come all the way back up to center. Exhale, other side, right hand down. Reach with the top arm. Inhale back to center, tall and strong. Exhale, left side. Deep exhale, maybe a bit deeper into your side. Inhale, come all the way back up. Feel those sit bones grounded as we move to the other side. Leaving both hips down on the ground. Let that be your anchor. We'll inhale all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Both hands reach for the ground. Maybe the head drops, the chin tucks. Maybe you walk the hands out a little bit further. Your body, your place here. The head can even release down to the mat. Linger here for a moment, keeping the body relaxed. No. Sorry. Pets, virtual yoga. We'll all come back to seated. If we can't laugh while we're doing yoga, then why are we doing yoga? So here we are. Right here. Working with what we've got. We're going to come down onto all fours into tabletop. And in our tabletop, we're going to slowly move the cat out of the yoga room. And I hope if you're all in your tabletops right now that maybe you've already started doing cat pals, or maybe you're just resting. But wherever you are, Let's come back here. So from here, for these cat-cows, we drop the belly towards the mat. We inhale to look up at the sky. We exhale to round the back. Inhale, dropping the belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, round the back. A few more of these. Cat-cows are a beautiful way to start to sink into your own rhythm. One of my favorite parts of yoga. Listening to the cues, listening to the guidance, but knowing that this can be your creative place too. And it's interesting the shapes you'll make, the breath you'll find when you just start to listen to yourself. And maybe when you're ready, if you'd like, dropping into child's pose. Hips down to the heels, fingertips reach to the top of the mat. Forehead reaches towards the floor, and if your body doesn't meet any of these places, give into whatever space you can today. And find your breath. Find your release. Maybe here you start to notice the inhale is a bit deeper. Opening the low back. Expanding the belly as you breathe in. Or maybe for you today, your exhales are where it's at. And with every breath out, you can feel yourself grounding into the mat. Feel yourself in control of what you keep and what you let go of. Come all the way back to tabletop. From here, finding our solid ground, wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to start to add a different kind of fire to our practice. A little bit further. We'll take that right arm and we'll reach it long in front of us, breathing in. Exhale option to kick that left foot back straight as if you're standing on the wall. Your next breath in, push your body away from the mat. See how much sometimes we depend on sinking into things, right? When we forget our own strength. But it's always there. It doesn't leave. When you're ready, coming back down to the mat. Maybe adding a cat-cow here, maybe wagging your tail from side to side, or tucking the toes and leaning back. Give yourself a moment here to stretch into something that feels good. Before meeting back in tabletop. For the same love, just the other side. We'll inhale, that left arm reaches long in front. Exhale, the option to kick the right foot back. Feel your body here, and your next breath in, push away from the mat. Feel yourself rise from the floor. Rise from your mat. Rise from whatever it is that's been pulling you down. Your own strength. Here you are. How grateful. And when you're ready, sinking your body down to the mat. We'll sit back on to the heels. If this place isn't right for you, option to come all the way up onto the knees. We're going to give some love to our wrists here. So maybe just start with some circles in one way. Maybe those circles for you start to reach all the way up to the sky. And turning them the opposite way to return down, back down to our ground. Finding tabletop yet again. We'll try something new I learned. Like a half moon on the floor. So a little balance, a little strength. Give it your best shot. I'll do the same. So we'll keep the right hand planted right underneath the right shoulder. Notice the right knee planted right underneath that right hip. From here, we're going to twist up to the side for a gentle twist. If you'd like, take that hand and turn the fingers in towards your body a little bit, just a little bit. If you'd like, kick that back leg out straight. Nice. So right now, maybe those hips turn up to the sky. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to try, lift that back leg off the ground. Gripping the mat. Wherever you are, we'll come all the way back down to the ground. Beautiful job. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, cat-cow. Exhale, round the back. Breathe out. Come back to your breath. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back. We'll meet back in neutral and play with the same balance on the other side. So we'll start to dig into that left hand. The fingers are spread wide. Option if you'd like to have the fingers turned in a bit more towards the body. Maybe that middle finger points right up to the top of your mat. I'm going to put all of my weight into my left foot and my left wrist and start to twist up with the right side of the body. Really gentle in this twist to start. And then option to extend the right leg back. Those toes can touch the floor. Like a modified side plank. And if you'd like to try, lifting that back leg up off the ground. Reaching for the sky. Breathing. Find yourself right here. And all the way back. We'll send ourselves into a resting pose. Child's pose if you'd like. Hips down to the heels. The body falls forward. If your shoulders would like a break, the fingers can reach all the way back to the toes. Maybe the elbows even fall to the ground. And here we arrive back in our rest, a place of recovery, maybe a place of ease. Let your body be filled with what you know is yours, every breath, every strength, every inhale belonging to you. And slowly letting those hands reach to the top of the mat if they're not there already. Maybe you rock the forehead from side to side. Before we all meet back up in our tabletop. From here, we're going to make our way to our very first downward facing dog. For many of us, placing one hand print closer to the top of the mat, and then the other. Tucking the toes and sending the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Allow yourself grace as we wake up into the hamstrings, bending at one knee and then the other. Maybe noticing the bend in the toes. Maybe starting to add your own pattern, your own rhythm here, rocking the hips side to side. Maybe your rhythm is in your breath. Or maybe you are just loving this stillness. From here, we start to walk forward, tippy toes to the top. And we find our first forward fold for the day. For so many of us, our legs would love a welcome bend in the knee. Allow this upper body to melt what's holding you from letting go. That neck, the shoulders. None of that's needed here. Just your weight, just gravity. Just you in this place. For our next breath in, we'll come to that halfway lift. The hands reach for the legs, the back straightens. And we'll actually hold here for a minute and we'll start to notice, maybe drawing a hand to the belly. Notice your strength here. Find that in every time you rise. Next exhale, we sink to the floor. Inhale to reach and rise. Exhale, hands down to the heart. And we'll breathe here for a moment. We'll feel our feet on the mat. We'll notice the hips, maybe a gentle tuck. And the shoulders as they fall down and back. A moment of gratitude. A moment of grace. And moving into our sun salutation. Our next breath in, we'll reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, welcoming a bend in the knees if you'd like. Inhaling up, halfway lift, remember your belly to rise. Exhale to forward fold, plant the hands and step all the way back to plank or kneeling plank. With knees on the ground if you'd like. Inhale at the top. Exhale to lower the body down, chaturanga. Inhale up, cobra. Maybe that's just a little gaze up. Exhale, sink to your mat. Tuck your toes. Raise back up to downward facing dog. Maybe you use those knees to help you there. Make your way to the front of the mat. Exhale if you need. Inhale, halfway lift, belly to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Transition breath, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step all the way back to plank or kneeling plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower the body down, chaturanga. Inhale up for cobra. Maybe you add a little bit more. Exhale all the way down to your mat. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. And we'll pause here. Maybe we'll pedal out the feet here. Maybe you find some stillness in your breath before making your way to the front of the mat. Little steps if you'd like, or maybe one big one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Our transition breath, take a big breath in. Take a beautiful exhale back out. Last round. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step all the way back to plank or kneeling plank. Inhale at the top, maybe push yourself away from the mat. Exhale, lower the body down. Inhale up for cobra. Exhale, release down to the mat. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Make your way to the front of the mat, maybe with one big step or a few small ones. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands down to the heart. How ready I am to sink down to the floor. Let's make our way there. Inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach down, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog this time. Stepping through plank on the way is a beautiful way to set up your downward facing dog. We'll sink down to the knees, maybe back on the heels, or if you'd like, all the way up on the knees. Right here, we'll do some beautiful deep breathing. We'll open through the chest. We'll practice some tiny back bends. So no matter where you are, first taking the hands and just placing them at the low back. Maybe right here is good enough for you. As you inhale, maybe you already feel that opening across your chest. Maybe if you gaze up to the sky, it opens things up a bit more. For in these back bends, we so often dump into the low back, but instead make it about opening through your lungs. Opening into that place that controls your breath. Your biggest inhales that fill your whole self, and then maybe even more. Exhale. And return back to a neutral spine. We'll all meet back down on the floor and make our way back up to downward facing dog. Maybe you start finding that place through a plank. From here, we'll take that right foot and reach it up to the sky. Exhale to sweep it through between the hands. Maybe you just plant the foot down, or maybe you take a few steps to get there. For many of us, it feels great to lower that back knee, to release the back toes. For some of us, if we'd like, feel free to stay right up here. We're going to take that belly, remember the strength, and use it as we rise. How strong we can be right here. Noticing the front knee over the front ankle. The biceps maybe hugging near the ear. And here we just breathe. You'd like more of an opening in that back hip, inch your front toes forward and sink just a little bit. If you're fine where you are, and lucky you beat us there. Breathe here. Sink here. Your awareness is here. Your body is here. Maybe you can ask your mind to be here too. And sinking both hands down to the mat. From here, we'll bend into the back knee, straighten the front leg. Maybe you stay right here. We're easing in to opening up the back of the leg. For some of us, maybe that front foot flexes. And you walk the hands back a little more. But be kind to yourself here. If you're at your 100%, take a step back, leave room for error, for flexibility, for change. We leave room for the unknown. And all the way back, fingers reach for the top of the mat, bend into the front knee. Up onto the back toes. We'll rise here, drawing the knee up. And if you'd like, try to bring yourself all the way up with just the belly. Beautifully done. Here we are in a whole new place. Notice how only moments ago we were closer to the ground and how different this feels. What do you find here? What happens here? Both hands down to the mat. Up on those back toes. We'll bring those right toes back up into the sky. Three-legged dog. All the way down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Notice the difference in each side of your body. And here we go again. Honoring each side. The left toes reach to the sky. Exhale to sweep through between the hands or take a few steps to get there. We'll all take that back knee to drop. Release the back toe. And we'll inhale to come all the way up. We check in with our foundations. We check in with the things that keep us strong and safe, like knees over the front ankle. The belly pulled in so we're not flaring out the bottom ribs. Keep yourself strong. Keep yourself safe. And find your breath. Find your focus. Where is your mind? And all the way down to the mat. One hand on each side of the foot. We'll start to straighten the front leg. We bend into the back knee. We ease into this opening in the back of the leg. We welcome this stretch with grace. Maybe that front foot flexes for you. Maybe you keep a really great big bend in that knee. There's no wrong way to do this. There's only how you do it, the reason you do it. And if you find your purpose here. And if you don't, just enjoy the stretch. We're walking all the way back up. Bending the front knee, both hands flatten down to the mat. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the back leg. And we're gonna come all the way up here. So maybe you just use your belly to do that. Or maybe you use that thigh to help you up. We lift. We reach. But anytime it's too much, always the option to drop back down. For just a moment here. Find what it is that makes you not want to be here. And see if you can welcome that feeling. And just be with it. Rather than pushing it away, rather than chasing it away, be with it. And notice that you're still here. You're still standing. You're still you. All the way down to the mat. Up onto those back toes. The left foot reaches up for the sky. Downward facing dog and child's pose. Hips down, back to the heels. Fingers reach for the top of the mat. And we rest. And we breathe here. Your next inhale, draw yourself all the way back up to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. We'll be here for just a moment to pedal into those feet again. Or to maybe push both heels for the first time closer to the mat. To notice the extension. To feel long. To feel your breath. And then all the way back down to the mat. From here, we'll plant down onto the right hand. We'll inhale the left arm long. Exhale the right foot back. Inhale, bend at the knee. Maybe you stay here for strength. Or exhale to reach back for that foot. Kick into the hand if you can reach it. Stretch out that leg. Or maybe you didn't reach for it and you are just loving your strength here. Either way, find your breath. And just as gracefully, return to the mat. Breathe here for a moment. Let your whole breath return to you. We're moving to the other side. Inhale, right arm long. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, bend at the knee. Maybe you stay right here for strength. Or exhale to reach back. Maybe find the foot and kick. If that knee starts to splay out to the side, draw it back into center. If you'd like to add that baby back bend, maybe the gaze shifts up slightly. And release. Find your grace. Down to the ground. And from here, we'll all make our way down to our bellies. However you'd like to do that, maybe through a plank. But we'll be down here to reconnect with our breath. Because when we find ourselves on our mats, sometimes we notice different things. Maybe today you notice that your mat is cold. Maybe today you notice that your breath is quick. Maybe you notice that you're comfortable, that you're relaxed, that you're at peace. It doesn't matter what you notice, just that you notice it. And that you're here. Deepest breaths. A few more moments on your mat. Shavasana is ever so close. At the moment, just feeling a taste of what it's like to find that calm. But until then, we'll stretch out our bodies. We'll thank our bodies for all the work they've done. Maybe that starts with coming up into our Sphinx pose, the elbows tuck under the shoulders, the hands plant down. Maybe the gaze shifts up to the sky. If you'd like this to be more active, you can push the toes into the floor. You can grip the mat with your fingers, or even draw your chest forward through the arms to really feel the expansion in the center. Deep breath. Exhale. One more round. Deep breath in. Exhale. From here, we'll make our way all the way up to seated. I'm going to do so by finding a plank first, and then dropping my knees down to the mat. We'll come all the way to seated. I'm going to let this little kitty out for the end. And from here, we'll find ourselves in Supta Baddha Konasana, or what I like to call butterfly legs. We'll find our hands down on the legs. The body sitting tall. And learning to welcome distraction, like barking dogs, fluffy cats, and just coming back to what's here. And knowing that this is okay. It's still yoga. Maybe for some of us from here, we start to let those hands reach for the feet. Maybe you round the back, tuck the chin closer to the chest. For some of us, We may melt closer to the floor. Let your body open here in any way you'll allow it. Easy on the breath, easy in the body. And as you find yourself here, really inhale into the low back. Notice as you do so, the stretch, the expansion, the care you are giving to yourself by simply just relaxing, controlling that breath, how much good that breath does for us. And as if you were a flower blooming, unwinding the body with all of your grace, all this space. Draw both knees in together. And we'll send ourselves all the way down to our mats, keeping the knees tucked. Taking both knees, drawing them into the chest. And if you haven't started to do so already, maybe rocking around side to side, forward and back. Sinking into all those places that either have been calling to you or maybe you didn't even know about at all, but here they are. Here we are. We'll plant both feet down on the ground. We'll add a gentle twist. Dropping both legs, bent knees, over to the left side. If you'd like, stay right here or take that top leg and extend it long. Maybe your twist unfolds even more. Maybe the arms open wide. The gaze perhaps falls to the right. And moving, untwisting, returning back to neutral. Knees back up to the sky, both feet planted. Maybe recentering the body if it requires. And letting both knees fall over to the right side. Maybe extending that left leg, that top leg long. Adding the arms or anything else you'd like for your twist today. Notice here not only your stretch, but your heaviness. The weight of yourself as it sinks into your mat. Drawing our attention to right here. And shifting back to center. Both feet planted. Maybe returning the hips back to the middle. And here we move in to these final moments before our Shavasana. For some of us here, maybe that means just letting the knees fall back into the chest, rocking around more, finding that relief in the low back. If you felt like your strength was at your best today and your body would love some relief, go ahead and lift those feet up to the sky. And save your heart the trouble. Let all the blood, all the effort run right back down to the ground. Option in these final asanas to take whatever you as a yogi, you as a person, you and your body needs today. We'll all, in time, meet back down on the mat. Here we shift into our Shavasana. For some of us, you might find that right here. The bend in the knees can be a relief to many people rather than laying flat on the ground. So if this is where your Shavasana is today, this is a beautiful place to be. If you'd like to take your traditional Shavasana, the feet might fall out to the ground. The hands faced up to the sky and the body resting into the ground. Wherever you find your Shavasana today, know that there's really nothing that's expected of you here. There's no judgment passed. There's no requirements. There's no way to breathe. There's no asana this or posture that. There's just your Shavasana. There's just you on your mat. On the ground. In all of your grace. These next few minutes, I welcome you to rest in your Shavasana. As I sit here with you, I'll welcome you back to end our practice together with the sound of my voice. Or feel free to come and go as you'd like in your Shavasana. For the next 3 minutes, I'll be here. This time is for you. ever so gently. Start to draw movements back into your body. Flicker in the fingertips, the toes. You're rocking the head from side to side. If you like rolling yourself over onto one side or the other, allow yourself 1 or 2 breaths right there to welcome transition, to welcome change. We'll all meet back at seated whenever that time is for you. Finding the ground beneath us, but the strength running through us. The next breath in, we'll take our arms and reach up to the sky. Hands down to the heart. And bowing forward to your own self, your own greatness. Namaste. Thank you for the beautiful practice. Thank you for being mindful of yourselves and taking care of yourself. And thank you for welcoming all of my distractions, like dogs and cats. I love you. Be well. Good night.